Hi guys, this is Rusty 78609, Central Texas, USA, Sunday morning about, I don't know, 9 o'clock. And what I want to show you, see those gas pumps with those plastic bags on them? This is a little Hoover Valley store in the area where I live, about a mile and a half from my home, and they're out of gas. So anyway, apparently there's a lot of people out of gas, and I'm going to drive around this morning. We're going to check this out while I talk about some other stuff. But now let's see if I can get this thing in the holder. So you're going to see a little shake in here while I try to get this in the holder. And there it goes, it's clamped in. And now we got to put in this little thing, so it's going to move a little bit more while I slip this up under here. And that keeps it from shaking a little bit. Not totally, but it helps. Okay. And we'll just assume that that's okay there. And we'll go on our drive now. Okay, but again, this is Rusty 78609, Central Texas, USA. Right now it is 75 top-down degrees, and it is a nice day, but there is no gasoline around where I live. And I checked, I just downloaded an application on my phone called Gas Buddy, and it doesn't show any gasoline available anywhere near me. So that's okay, because I got plenty. I got enough to last me probably comfortably 3 weeks, because I don't have to go to work. What are we pointing at here, Rusty? Let's try to point at the road. How about that, or something? Does that look okay, guys? Okay. Anyway, it's going to have to do because I can't see it. It's too dark. So, anyway, this is Park Road 4, Central Texas, USA, Labor Day weekend, 2017. And on today's agenda is what? Well, I have to tell you, what we're going to talk about today is buying. Do I have a right one here? Oh, it's this thing. Well, I found it. Anyway, what we're going to talk about today is, would this be a good time to buy an RV? Answer, probably not. Why? Because I got a comment from a viewer yesterday that pointed out something I really hadn't thought of, which is amazing. I know. But he pointed out that, you know, FEMA's going to be buying up, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, is going to be buying up thousands of RVs to be used as temporary shelter for those people displaced by the hurricane that hit the Gulf of Mexico, Hurricane Harvey. And so the manufacturing facilities of these RV manufacturers, which there's not many, Forest River is one of the larger ones. There's a lot of brands, okay? There's a lot of brands, but there's not many manufacturers, okay? Your Forest River probably manufactures 12 different brands of RVs. So, with that in mind, knowing that FEMA is going to start buying up RVs by the thousands, what's that going to do to the price? Well, you know, a shortage of supply usually raises, you know, if the demand stays the same and the supply goes down, then the price goes up. So that's something to think about. But anyway, I've got the price already agreed to, and I found out more about the ordering process on the RV. What they do is they have at the dealership I'm dealing with, I guess most of them work the same way. They have a standing order for so many units of certain products each month. And, you know, I got there after their order had already gone in for the month of August, but they substituted my order for a unit they had on order for the month of September. Okay, they just replaced one of their units with the unit I ordered, and since they hadn't started manufacturing it, it was easy to change it to the front bedroom model that I decided to take. But for those of you that are in the mode of buying an RV, this guy's passing a double yellow stripe. And he's from you know where. I hear you. Now see, if he'd have hit a car head on and killed a whole family, never mind. That's enough said about that. People do stupid things all the time, unfortunately. But anyway, so if you're looking to buy an RV today or this period of time, you know, I don't know. You know, if you can just go walk into a dealership, find one on the lot and buy it, good for you. If they have to manufacture it, or you have to order it, I don't know what to say about that. In fact, it's kind of a dilemma for me, because I am a little put out with these people that I'm dealing with out of Georgetown, because, you know, they assured me that it would be in the second week of September. Now they're delaying that by another month, and they haven't confirmed that. So I'm getting a little frustrated about it, but my options are not many. Either I'm patient and wait for the unit that I want, or I have to take something that I'm really not really wanting. You know, like I don't want a roof air. You know, they have one there now that is about 500 pounds heavier, but it's, you know, it's not what I really want. It's got a roof air, it's got the sound system, blah blah blah, a lot of stuff I don't want. And so, you know, to compromise almost takes the enjoyment out of doing it. I mean, even though I've compromised a little bit already. So I'm just thinking out loud, guys. I'm just thinking out loud. That's all. I'm going to drive over to Marble Falls and see what the gas situation is there. I don't know how long this is going to last. It appears, based on what I've checked out this morning, I've got my sister has a son that lives in Corpus. I don't know if he works for a refinery or not, but Corpus was really hard hit, and there is a refinery there. I think it's a Valero refinery there, and then there's some other refineries, of course, along the Gulf that are shut down, but they're coming back online as we speak. And then, of course, we've got the double negative of another hurricane in the Gulf, Hurricane Irma, but it appears, based on some of the models I saw, that it's going to head up the East Coast. So, you know, the red state got it, and now the blue states are going to get it, I guess. So, Mother Nature has a strange way of balancing out the equation. So if that hurricane hit and was as devastating as Harvey or even close, I doubt that I'd get a RV in 6 months. God dang. But that's not a problem. I'm working on some other ideas. I'm working, because what'll happen is, see, if gasoline prices rise, demand for RVs drops correspondingly. I mean, it's almost a one-to-one relationship between the price of gasoline and the sales of RVs. As gas prices rise, RV sales drop. And if gasoline prices get up to over $3 a gallon and stay there or hold there for a few weeks or months, that's going to really be devastating for the RV market, I think. That's my opinion. Is that necessarily correct? No. But I think it is. I think it is. So what does that mean for me? Well, that means for me that I should be able to get a good deal on a unit that they have on the lot now. You would think. So what I'm going to do is next week, even though I may have to end up with something I'm not really in love with a roof AC, which I really don't want because they're energy inefficient and noisy. I don't care if they have ducted AC, whatever. The roof mount is just noisy, period, in my opinion. So, but, you know, that's a minor glitch. I mean, of course, you don't have to run the air conditioner all the time. So, you know, it's a small compromise. And I might, if they'll meet me halfway or better, I might do it next week. I'm going to go over to the dealership on Tuesday. That's my plan, assuming I can, you know, assuming some kind of gasoline is available. I mean, I won't need gas. I could go over there. I mean, I've got enough gas to do all that, because it's like, say, 60 miles one way, 120 miles, take me 6 gallons roughly, a little less, 5 gallons roughly. 5 gallons, that'd still leave me quite a bit of fuel to last me for another couple of weeks anyway. You know, there were actually people in Texas, or my son was telling me there were people putting gasoline in trash cans. I mean, never mind. Never mind. Don't want to go down that road. I mean, there are some people whose elevators are stuck between floors. That's one way to say it. Another way would be they don't have all their, quote, marbles. That's another way. Another way is to say they're not playing with a full deck, you know, or what else? Well, there's a million ways to say it, but basically they're just stupid, ignorant fools that will kill a million people through their ignorance, you know. Okay, what else is going on? So we've talked about that, the RV deal, so I'm going to go over there next week, take care of that. And for you people that are looking for RVs, you know, if you're just going to go buy one off the lot, this might not be too bad a time, but you know, wherever there's been a disaster like here, the guy's running down the road. Macho Man. Anyway, the demand by those people coming from the devastation and looking for any kind of shelter they can find, they're going to buy up all the RVs within 200 miles or more. You see? So it ends up being a real catch-22. It's interesting, though. Give me something to think about, something to work on. Something to work on. The only advantage I have is I've got supposedly a deal pending, but when? Am I in a hurry? No. Reason is we're coming into the most beautiful weather in Texas this time of the year, the fall. You know, you get into October, November, December in Texas, that is just perfect weather. Am I going to go anywhere then? Probably not, unless it's somewhere in Texas. I'm certainly not going to go out to Quartzsite. There's not much traffic here today on Highway 281, which is usually a pretty busy highway, and I wonder why. People haven't got any gas. Isn't that something, how fragile our world is? This is Labor Day weekend. This would normally be fairly busy. Kind of like the aftermath of a disaster. But anyway, I say that a lot. Somebody criticized me for saying I said anyway too much. Well, anyway. How about that? So I'm cruising down the highway, getting 25.2 miles per gallon. I'm not complaining about that. I got me some green tea. I put a little lemon in it. Yeah, and I have to tell you, that lemon in a little lemon water, about a half a cup with a quarter of a lemon, just squeeze it in there and put a little honey in there, not much, warm the water up a little bit. You can do it in the microwave, about 10 seconds will do it. And just kind of gargle with it and drink it, and it clears that up. And I noticed they were doing an interview with Warren Buffett, who's one of the primary owners of Berkshire Hathaway, which is a publicly traded stock. One share is about $250,000. Check it out, Berkshire Hathaway. But anyway, they were interviewing him, and he's 87, I think, but I did notice he kept clearing his throat. It's really just, a lot of it is just old-timers disease. You just get old, and that happens. Because my mother, I remember her doing it in, in her later years, and other people, older people I would notice did that. So it's kind of a natural thing, but it can be aggravated by, sinus drainage and allergies and so forth. And what does that have to do with buying an RV? I have no clue. But we're out for a drive in Central Texas. Nice day, 75 degrees. I got the rattle fixed, I think. So on and on we go. What would you do if you could do anything in the world? If people are confronted by that question, they don't know. Let's just say, you think that there's a lot of things that will help you become happy or happier or acquire peace of mind. Write them down. It'll be hard to get started. Some people start off with, they want a home or a car or whatever. But once you get the simple stuff out of the way, it gets a little difficult. If I had one wish, if a genie popped in front of me, he said you could have one wish. I think I would wish for peace of mind. Or option 2, I wish I had 1,000,000 more wishes. I think I might go with option 2, come think about it. Well, I like that one a little better. Certainly not much traffic today, guys. It's kind of a ghost town out here on Highway 281, and I know y'all have been down it with me before, and it's always fairly busy. Isn't that something, how quick things can change, man? Overnight, you've got a little harmony and everything's kind of going along okay, and all of a sudden, boom, something changes. Somebody mentioned the other day about me smacking my food while I was doing these videos. Well, if they knew I was flossing my teeth while I'm driving down the highway, they'd really get PO'd. I do that. I do all kinds of things. Why do I do that? Because I'm not perfect. And the best part of it is I'm me. That's amazing. If you could be yourself, how wonderful that would be. So I may go Tuesday and just buy me an RV, huh? You think? It's not exactly what I want, but we will see what we will see. How long has this been going on? 18 minutes. I want to get up here to Marble Falls, into Walmart. When I get to Walmart, I'll end it. Central Texas, USA for you new guys. 9:14 a.m. Central Standard Time. Or Central Daylight Time for you picky time dogs. Alright, there's a gas station on the left, and not a single car there, so what does that tell me? All the pumps are shut down. You know, that is eerie, isn't it? Huh? Is that scary? Ooh, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. Remember the story of Chicken Little? They probably don't tell that story anymore because it's not politically correct. And the little boy who cried wolf once too often. Walmart's got gas. Wouldn't you know it? $2.35. That is freaky. Well, I'm going to top it off while I'm here. What do you think about that? This guy's filled up his truck. Now he's filling up a gas can. He ain't going to run out. But, you know, if he has to work, drive back and forth to work, I understand that. But you know what they did in the energy crisis back in the 1970s was, when they were running out of fuel, gasoline then too, back in the 70s, and I lived through that era, so I know a lot about it. But what happened then was they would limit you on the amount of gasoline you could purchase. In other words, you could only purchase 10 gallons. If you pulled in to get gas, you couldn't hog it all. You could only get in a certain amount. I'm amazed. It's $2.35. So, this is something to say something about Walmart. They're not price gouging or anything. I'm surprised there's gasoline here. Anyway, guys, I'll end this video while he's doing his thing. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye, 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 USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. Take deep breaths. Stretch, walk, keep your health, guys. That's what it's all about. And fill up your gas tank whenever you find gasoline. So anyway, enjoy your day, guys. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.